We are here. AEW, NXT. Another day. Another one. Another one. What is up, everybody? How you doing? If you can hear me, say what's up. If you can see me, say what's up. Let me know. Let me see you. It is time, guys. AEW and NXT. What are they going to bring today? What do they have in store for us? I don't even know how AEW is going to pull this off. A lot of their hype comes straight from the crowd.
And how important the service we provide is.
Cody Rhodes.
And the irony in what I'm about to ask is not lost on me. Because I'm about to ask three of the best athletes in the world to discard their petty differences, to put aside those squabbles and to stand together. The irony, it being March 18th, 2020, and us as human beings need to stand together.
Uh-oh.
And for many of us,
got Cody.
That will mean standing at a distance. We have to be informed, and we have to be held responsible by health and science, but there is a profound difference in that versus living in a prison of fear. And I refuse to live in fear because that's not living at all. And I don't know about you watching at home. I feel alive, and I hope you feel alive.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Matt Jackson, I know that you are listening. Save Tony Khan, you were probably second most responsible for AEW even existing. I think you're a tag team specialist, an absolute tag team master. But that doesn't mean anything is owed to you. If anything, that means you have to work harder, and your anger last week towards Hangman Adam Page was misplaced. I don't need that anger, and you don't want that anger. Instead, I need your older brother wisdom, and I need you to carry Nick Jackson's giant heart into this match so that we can win at blood and guts. And speaking of Hangman Adam Page, I get tired of putting over Hangman Adam Page. I have said in a cornucopia of interviews how I think Hangman Adam Page is the best wrestler in all of the elite. He has a scary combination of light heavyweight skill and accuracy melded with heavyweight stopping power like the buckshot lariat. I thought he was going to be the first AEW World Champion. He is not. He lost to Chris Jericho. So did I. I need you to get over it, Hangman. You don't want to be the other guy in the elite? Then don't be. Be the difference maker. Be the reason that we win at blood and guts. And then there is my most unique relationship in all of wrestling, unique friendship, that being Kenny Omega. We don't always like each other. And that's okay. We can argue about who we think is 1A and 1B until we are blue in the face and likely somebody passes us by. I respect the fact that we both don't want to be bridesmaids. Great, this isn't a wedding. It's blood and it's guts, it's grits, it's violence. It takes years off of the career, and I need you. But I need the real Kenny Omega. I need the one who stood in front of 499 others and declared himself best in the world. I need the best bout machine, Kenny Omega. In short, I need the elite to be elite.
NXT has Triple H and Mike Phillips talking. And now they're showing a backstory video on Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. And on AEW, here comes Kenny Omega and Matt Jackson.
You know, normally when you'd have a microphone, you'd be speaking in front of an arena full of people, but here we are. Just friends talking to friends. You know, we haven't really seen eye to eye, Cody. There are times when we've been at each other's throats. But here we are. The entire world is falling apart around us. Everything that we've built up could fall apart as of next week. We don't know if we'll even have a Dynamite by next week. But if it's up to me, I want to go out the way that we came in. And that's as the Elite.
Cody, I love the whole call to the action for the Elite. And Kenny, everything you're saying, you're not wrong, man. Like, but you look in this ring, and it's just the three of us. I mean, we saw what happened to my brother Nick last week. We saw what Inner Circle did to Nick. He couldn't even get on an airplane. He's out indefinitely. And again, it's just the three of us. Where's Hangman Adam Page?
Yeah, where is he? Good question. Oh, there he is.
Hey, man, listen, I know that things have been a little strange these past few weeks between the two of us. I get it. And I'm not saying that we can fix this tonight or even in a couple of weeks. It's probably not going to happen. But I'm asking you as a man, we're asking you, we got to know. Tonight, and at Blood and Guts, will you stand with us?
He said he will. He said he will. Holds up a drink and then he walks out.
Look, guys, I'm talking to an arena full of nobody, but I'm actually talking to the people out there in TV land. I know you're watching, and it's hard to feel your energy, but we know you're out there, and we all mean the best of things for each and every one of you out in the world. So guys, all we can do is our best. All we can do is give you guys the best show that we know we can give. The world goes on. Everybody needs entertainment. Everybody needs some positivity. So all we can do is give you guys the best possible show that we can give, that the Elite can give, that everyone in all Elite Wrestling can give. So god damn it, hit the lights, hit the pyro, and let's start Dynamite!
Pyro, woo! Yes. We got it. The pyro is here. Mo still gets his pyro. Pyro, woo! Yes. And we got Taz, Jim Ross, Excalibur. Very nice. Very nice stuff. All right, let me send out this tweet. Let's go. All right, so tonight, Penelope Ford, Statlander, Riho.
I'm the best. I'm the
Yo.
best in the world. I'm the best. I'm the best in the world. I'm the best. I'm the best in the world.
Yo. Trevor, thank you, dude. Trevor with the super chat. Trevor says he's the best in the world. He might be correct. Yes, Dudley, yes, you heard right. Yes, he's the best in the world. But you're the best in the world too. It is possible. More than one person could be the best in the world. No, you don't have to go do math. He says he's got to go do math now. He's going to try to figure out if that's true. It's true, I promise. It's true, Dudley. More than one person could be the best. Gosh, man. Dudley. Sometimes you're so difficult. And then Brian with the host. Super Mike in the house, too. What's up, Super Mike? Mo with the host as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Elijah up in here. Yeah, that was a pretty good promo by all of them, actually. Pretty well done. All right, let's get them out of here. See what NXT is doing right now. They're just showing like the Death Triangle and showing what they've done, how they've come together. Let's get back over here to NXT and see what's up with this.
Submitted if it was a reversal of roles, but
The Johnny
really
Gargano,
hard to convince
Tommaso
me that I
Ciampa
would have
story
submitted.
right now.
I think DIY worked so well, and because of our relationship with the people, energy in the air that night didn't feel like they were disappointed in us.
Yeah.
It just felt like they were just
Trevor,
disappointed
thank you
that,
so much, dude.
that we didn't get that victory.
But chat, got your name
Do I
on the
regret
desk and
tapping
everything
out?
now.
Yeah, I obviously do. I do not like letting people down. I did not want to let him down, but redemption was on my mind. People wanted to see us win in Brooklyn. People needed us to win in Toronto. They needed it. And in my head, nothing was going to stop us from winning the NXT Tag Team titles that night. Nothing.
Ciampa and Gargano are champions.
Dude, that was a great match.
Winners and new NXT Tag Team Champions, DIY.
All right.
Those are the moments you dream of. Those are the moments you work for. And of everything we'd been through up to that point, being told we'd never be here, being told we didn't belong here, we both said, screw you.
If you've had a long, hard life of not eating Arby's brown sugar.
All right, so they gave us like a pretty lengthy intro package telling about the whole history of Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. It looks pretty well done, but of course, I wanted to see what was going on with AEW because they had people actually out here in the ring cutting promos, and out comes the best friends with with Brandy. Oh, they got a bunch of people out here. Brandy's hanging out with the best friends for some reason. Is she the ring announcer or something? Let's check this out.
But Orange Cassidy joining us here in the commentary position.
Bow,
Hey,
bow,
OC.
bow, 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 bow.
It's great to see you too, bro. All right, Orange. That's my man. Hey.
Bow, bow, bow. And they're going to face off against who? Oh, the Death Triangle. Oh my goodness. Best friends versus Death Triangle. I don't know about this one, man. This looks like it's going to be pretty bad. This could be pretty bad for the best friends. All right, here we go. Let me get this. It's cool that they brought all the pyro still and everything. Oh boy, is Pac there? I don't see Pac. Is Pac hiding out somewhere? Pac's under the ring.
Factions can be compelling entities within the world of pro wrestling. And it looks like there are several, at least multiple
Pac's under
factions
the
being
ring.
established here.
That's where he's at.
Absolutely.
Taz, you know it as well as anybody. If you've got somebody to watch your back, it gives you just that much more confidence when you're inside the ring.
Taz has always wanted somebody to watch his back. He doesn't trust anybody.
This is true, but it's just, Excalibur General's right. But you're right too, though. You do want someone to watch your back for sure. And when you have a trio, and you have Pac, and you have Phoenix, and you have Pentagon Jr., I mean, geez, they're three world-class stars.
And if there's somebody that knows the intensity and knows the firepower that that triangle brings, it's the man seated next to my right, Orange Cassidy. Orange, isn't that right?
I think I heard a yelp. All right.
Okay. And now,
I was going to make sure his heart's beating.
He's all right.
I can check his pulse if you want.
They have a crowd. The wrestlers are the crowd. That's funny. All the people that you're hearing cheering and stuff,
Never
that's
moves.
the crowd.
Never moves. It's the immovable object. perhaps.
Aye.
Well, that lockup was the action that was taken here between Spears and MJF. I wonder if Schiavone did get in on it.
All right, here we go.
It seemed like he did.
Ray Phoenix backing Trent up
You
into
love
the corner.
WWE with no
Bryce
crowd. The
Remsburg
energy in AEW
intervening,
feels
trying to
so
keep
much
things
better.
Ray Phoenix went for a kick,
I
trying to
guess.
catch it. And now, lining up Phoenix with that shot.
That'll come back to haunt him.
Yeah, his chest absorbed that whole chop because his feet, Phoenix's feet never moved. That's a receipt though right there, buddy. Oh!
Who do I think would be the Exalted One?
Just
somebody that nobody's talking about.
That combination, the right hook catching Trent.
Anybody but Matt Hardy or Brody Lee.
So quick.
Anybody but those two at this point.
Everything is crisp and just
Two are just like, it's so ridiculously
keeping the pressure on
predictable. And if it's Matt Hardy, I just really hope that they've had a plan this whole time and they didn't just plug him in, you know.
How quick that first step explosion.
Oh my
got
goodness.
exploded into.
Nice Meteora. Nice Trent.
We're seeing best friends at their best.
Smashing Ray
No
Phoenix.
pun intended. There's Chuck Taylor All-Stars. Great shoes, by the way.
Chuck Taylor
Always was
All-Stars.
a pair when I was a kid.
I was one of the pair when I was a kid. What the heck? All right, let's see what they're talking about with Johnny.
Australia.
Johnny.
Japan. Defend him all over the world.
Johnny wrestling.
It was pretty amazing.
Listen up. Thank you for the host.
Those next few months.
They need to delay the Exalted One. Yeah, that'd probably be a better idea, Mo.
Became closer.
We really just grew together as a team.
Listen
Even
up.
as
Thank you
tag
for
team
the host.
champions, we were still growing together as a team. So to be able to share those moments with him, it obviously didn't go the way we wanted, but
you think Grim's Toy Show was the first promotion
I was just banged
to
up
have
at that
wrestlers in the crowd?
I had 2 shoulders that needed to be repaired. I had 2 torn labrums.
No.
So it was tough, and it was weighing
That is
on me.
absolutely untrue.
I didn't feel quite like the performer
It's your birthday.
that
Nice, dude.
I should have been, could have been.
I think his
Another
needs
year.
changed. I don't think his heart was in DIY anymore.
Then AOP enters the picture, and these are just big, strong.
Yeah, AOP was awesome.
And those are the worst opponents possible when you're not feeling 100%.
Toronto was a dream come true.
Yeah, they got wrecked.
But San Antonio was a nightmare.
They took the titles from us their first try. And damn, man, we just couldn't get them back.
Once we got the tag titles, once we accomplished that goal, we kind of had a championship hangover. We could never really get our footing again after that.
So on AEW right now, it's
during the time
it's
that
best
Johnny
friends
and I were
versus
living together with
the
Candace,
2 members of
I
Death
think they
Triangle,
knew what I was
Pentagon
going through,
and
but it's
Ray
just-
Phoenix.
It's hard to put yourself in someone else's shoes, right? Take over Orlando, we find ourselves with AOP and Revival in the 3-way.
That.
Yeah, I really hope the Exalted One is just somebody nobody's talking about.
I don't know.
Somebody that nobody thought of.
Once we lost the titles,
Maybe like a returning legend or something like that. He doesn't have to be like a great wrestler or anything. They just need somebody to really make that squad pop, you know?
We both had
They don't
dreams of
have
coming
that
here.
right now. It's
obviously
like they have a
the
great
tag
gimmick.
titles and the tag team was
They have a great gimmick, but
something thrown together.
There's just not a lot
so we
more
made the
to
best
it
of
than
it,
that.
and we grew together, and we ended up loving it.
Something I've never said before.
That's why I just kind of hope it's not Matt Hardy.
That night in Toronto, Johnny was the star.
There weren't a lot of Tommaso Ciampa chants. A lot of Johnny Wrestling chants.
At the end of the day, we won the titles in what people called the greatest tag team match in the history of professional wrestling.
Yeah, they're still doing a video reel for
that's
Ciampa
awesome.
and
The
Gargano.
competitor inside me knows that Johnny outshined me that night.
And I think that doubt, that anger, that thought.
Seems kind of strange timing.
Maybe this DIY thing wasn't going to work out anymore.
But they want to escalate it to the moon apparently.
We're both very
there's
competitive.
a lot to tell.
Two alphas in a team. eventually one guy.
Sean Spears and MJF are having a drink.
I just kind of let it digest and sit there. This is what it is. I know Johnny better than anybody at this point. Man, I'm not dumb. I know.
One hit, what's up, man?
He's got to be thinking it. At least for a second, he's got to be thinking, if he wants those tag titles back, what's the best play on his part?
WrestleMania's coming up. All right, back over here. Back to the AEW.
Big splash by the
Wow.
Lucha Brothers.
Oh,
wow. Taylor taking off the
Taylor
apron
gets
once
destroyed by
again.
Ray Phoenix
Sick.
off the apron.
Awesome right there by Ray Phoenix.
Great innovation. The offense
Now
of
Trent's in
the
a lot
Lucha
of
Bros.
trouble.
Wait a minute. We've got the attention of our man. Our man's here.
Orange Cassidy and Ray Phoenix
Orange
locking
Cassidy is,
eyes.
standing up,
I'd like to see that.
looking at Ray
Trent
Phoenix.
diving
What was
out,
that by
taking
Trent?
down
Trent
Pentagon.
just like
I think
falls
Trent
off
filled
the
it
apron
all
on top of
Basically
Pentagon.
in between the ropes. Whoa!
Oh, Ray
Wow.
Phoenix going up and over the top.
Suicide dive over the top.
And now
rope.
we see Joey Janela. Oh,
Wow.
Gosh.
That was some impact right there.
I'll tell you what, Ray Phoenix just got turned inside out.
Folks, we got to take a break here real quick. Orange will take a siesta.
No.
You have to go anywhere because we got picture in picture. Just stay right here. Don't move. Seriously.
No. Seriously. Pleading with people. Please don't go. Don't go over and see what NXT is doing. Stay right here. We got picture in picture. Yeah, I didn't watch it because you guys know what day tomorrow is, right? I know you guys know what day it is. Plus, I haven't seen too many people very hype about it, so I don't think that they really did a whole lot. Yeah, I just, man, I really hope that whoever the Exalted One is, it's somebody who can bring something to that squad, and I don't think that Matt Hardy needs a crew like that. If he's gonna show up in AEW, I'd rather him show up at like an event or come out from under the ring, do something cool like that. Who knows what they're gonna do tonight, though, man? I can't wait to find out. Either way, I know it's gonna probably be pretty dang cool what they have planned. Either Matt or Luke Harper, yeah, the same thing people have been saying for like months. That's why I don't want it to be either of them. Oh wait, it'll be so funny. All these places saying that it is that. It'll be so funny when it's not, or if it's not. But like I said, if it is, I hope they actually had a plan and they didn't just like copy paste, plug somebody in and have no idea what to do with them. I hope that there's an actual idea behind whoever it is. It could be gosh, who could it be? It could be Billy Gunn, you know, as long as they have an actual idea, an actual thought about a storyline to do with it, and a bunch of cool stuff that they could unfold, and you know, something that's built up and built into it already. I don't want it to be like, oh, it's him, okay, and then we sit here for another 3 weeks while they figure out exactly what they're gonna do with them, and there's just nothing interesting about it, and then Dark Order goes right back to losing or not being as cool, not being as on top as they should be, and then we're just right back at square one. But they've already shot their best shot. You know, they had a reveal that was gonna be like the turning point for their crew, and they just wasted it just because we said there'd be somebody. That's what I don't want. Rough time to debut, exactly. That's why I'm like, dude, if it's somebody, if it's gonna be Matt or Luke, then I just really hope there was a plan to it and that we're gonna have some fun. Not just plugging them in because they said that there was gonna be somebody here and they heard that those guys are out of contract. It'd be cool if it was both of them actually. That'd be really cool. That would bring some much needed star power and firepower to the Dark Order. If it was both Matt Hardy and Brody Lee, my goodness. Now I'd be all down with that.
To the jaw, the Lucha Bros representing Death Triangle. Cover 1, 2.
A very unique matchup here. in the most unique of environments for us here tonight.
Now they're replaying
the King of Sloth style.
NXT is showing more of the Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa
trying to fight his way back into the corner.
Promo
It's
package.
a friendly corner showing a lot of heart, but again, welting up that left hamstring inside of his quad with those round kicks.
With that death
Master
triangle,
Blaster.
Triangulo de la Muerte.
How do I feel about Tom Brady leaving the Patriots? He might as well have not. Who knows if they're ever going to even have a game?
Best friends.
Just imagine if Trent was wearing short trunks, not long tights.
I don't understand why he would do that.
His hamstring must be right
It's his
now.
career.
All the
I'm not going to
blood
knock him for it,
clotting
but
up
it
in that area.
seems kind of pointless to me.
Pentagon looking for perhaps that pump hand
and a half.
I'm guessing no matches
Trent able to
on
reverse the arm
NXT.
drag. Takes on Pentagon. Pentagon charges in.
AEW going to get a huge
Trent
boost in ratings now.
grabs the front chantry, comes up.
It's going to be the same stuff, dude. They're going to probably hit like 1 million viewers, and then next week or a couple weeks down the road, it's going to be right back where it was. You know how it is, man. Same people are watching this stuff every week.
There it is. Tag was made.
Chuck, Kentucky Gentleman enters the ring.
Same people are watching this stuff every week.
Looking for
Probably a couple 100,000 people are going to tune out of NXT because of no matches. They already know about AEW. They've already seen it. They already know where to watch it. It's not like they're going to learn about AEW by watching this empty arena wrestling with AEW tonight.
Those round kicks are.
That's why I'm saying the Exalted One, it has to be something good, because that's how they can keep viewers. That's how they can actually start adding people tonight. The people who aren't going to watch NXT tonight, but they're going to watch AEW, that's a good way to like keep them. But it's not because of the no match thing. It's going to be because AEW does something good with this Exalted One thing. They do something good with the Inner Circle and the Elite and all that. They have to build something up to make people want to come back next week. It's not just going to be, oh, there were no matches last week. Now I'm never going to watch NXT again.
Some people, this people.
That's not going to be people's idea of what to do next week.
They've got Chuck lined up on the ramp.
Orange Cassidy has left the announce desk area.
Brady is gone.
And that can only mean one thing.
The
They
king
didn't
of
do the hug?
Slot
No, they
has
didn't.
been stirred from his slumber.
They didn't do the hug.
Oh, Joe. Sending the Lucha
The
Bros
king of what style? What did they call him?
up to ringside, and now Trent. Look at
King
Orange
of
Cassidy.
slow style? Orange Cassidy off the ramp with his hands in his pocket.
That was awesome.
And Shawn Spears has money out. It's like they're betting on the match.
And now Chuck Taylor's got Pentagon center of the ring. Pile driver.
Do it.
Pile driver.
Covers out two. No.
Oh,
Pentagon
Penta
able to
kicks
kick
out.
Just about to say,
Caught
this
a
is
pile
why best
driver, though.
friends
Wow.
are number 4 contenders for the
Yeah,
tag team.
Cassidy
Tag team
jumps
ranked
off
tag team
the ramp with his hands in his
kick
pockets
out.
and lands on everybody on the
Is that like a
outside.
daily double for Orange
Now
Cassidy?
Trent has
Well, he's right here. We can ask
Pentagon.
him.
Oh, he's back.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
he's back.
Oh, Pentagon.
Nice
Able to
roll
reverse
up.
1, 2. Got it. Oh, Trent able to kick out. Best friends are looking for strong zero. But the Lucha Bros able to
What is this?
counter it, and now Chuck Taylor.
Chuck
and
Taylor
Phoenix
and Ray
slugging
Phoenix
it
on
out.
the second rope in the corner.
Low blow from Pentagon Jr.
Referee didn't see it.
Pentagon.
Nothing to know about that blow right in the temple.
Gary
But
cracks
nonetheless,
the head.
this has gone uninvaded because the referee was
it's
detained.
time.
He didn't see this.
Pentagon, he's got the package.
Oh my goodness. That's done.
Cover 1, 2, 3. That
Oh.
is it. Lucha Bros victorious.
Lucha Bros.
Four-ranked tag team.
Here are your winners, the Lucha Brothers.
MJF talking trash to Shawn Spears. I guess Shawn Spears bet that the best friends are going to win that. But nope, they did not. Good stuff. Pentagon and Ray Phoenix pull off the win, destroying the head of Trent in the in the going along, in the happenings. Cero miedo. AOP versus DIY was a great match. Heck yeah. Pretty much everything that had either of those teams in it during their NXT runs was just incredible wrestling to watch. Shouldn't have been a DQ because Cassidy got involved. You know, that's a good question. I don't know what the AEW rules are for that though. They have a little bit different rules than normal
Orange Cassidy,
WWE stuff.
I know a disappointing loss, and I know the referee cannot see everything. Oh, you okay? No. Okay, I get it. But
interview with
you got to admit
best
that
friend.
that Death Triangle is really making quite an impact here in AEW.
Death Triangle, you're a bunch of chumps. You want to kick my friend in his dick when the ref's back is turned? I tell you what, next time we don't need no ref. Next time on Dynamite, we don't need no ring. I'd like to meet you fellas in a street fight. How about that? How about that, huh?
A street fight, but in an actual street.
Good. Thank goodness some wrestling promotions actually going to do that.
Next Dynamite, meet us in the parking lot.
Okay. Let's go.
A challenge to meet them in the parking lot at the next Dynamite.
A wrestling
Guys,
promotion?
let's send it back to you.
All right,
a
Tom,
wrestling
thanks very
promotion's
much.
actually going
What
to
a
have a
story
real
swallow, right?
street
He's
fight?
a regular detective.
What a novel idea. I've been saying that for years. Like, dude, maybe they're gonna actually go outside. Maybe it's gonna be a real street fight. Maybe the Falls Count Anywhere is really gonna be in the streets. Maybe it's gonna be in the parking lot. Maybe it'll be in the actual parking garage. How many years have I been saying this? Finally, a wrestling promotion is like, hey, how about we do a street fight where they're actually outside? That's a good idea. I like that. Cassidy is an interesting gentleman. Yeah, he's got a very particular gimmick. Penelope Ford and super bad Kip Sabian are out here now. And NXT is on with the Johnny Gargano saga.
I just have to sit and wait.
He went in a slump. He did. And I watched it from a distance. And then he refound himself. He rediscovered Johnny Wrestling.
I wonder if this was going to be
Everything felt like it was going well.
I wonder if this was going to be a special on the WWE Network, and then they just like recut it to be the episode of NXT. Because it really seems very well put together, very well done promo package for Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
Unfortunately, I come up a little short against Andrade.
I didn't cost him the title. I didn't come out during the match. Nope. I waited. I let him have his moment. He lost. Then I took
Riho's back. Yep.
I still want the NXT
Riho's
champion.
going to take on Penelope
That
Ford.
was always my goal, to be the NXT champion.
And they're going
I
to
put my
commercial.
career on the line against Andrade for one last shot at his NXT championship.
Yeah,
That
dude,
time I did
James,
cost
that's
him.
what I want. I want the Death
he
Triangle
did lose
to
his career.
remain extra strong. They should actually probably be the next tag team champions down the road for a while. Let them be built up. Let them be awesome. All together, between Pac, Pentagon, and Rey Fenix, that's probably the best trio that exists in wrestling right now, talent-wise. And then you got Pac on the mic. Pac is incredible as a promo guy. All of their gimmicks are just super refined, and that's the character. You know, it's perfect. And together, that it could be something that just goes down in history. But I agree with you, man. They gotta. It'll be more interesting if they let them actually continue to smash people. Don't feed them to the wolves so super quick. Yeah, and that's also why Dark Order needs to have a figurehead that is super interesting and it fits with the gimmick, and they have plans for ways to make it interesting, inside and outside of the ring. It needs to do that because they when it comes to the Death Triangle, they're going to be the skilled trio. You know, that faction right there is going to be the one that's just super skilled. If you go toe to toe with them, most likely you're going to have some sort of outside upper hand to defeat them. And then the Dark Order, they're going to be the ones who, like, if you can catch them toe to toe, then you can maybe beat them. But you got to keep your head on a swivel. You know, it gives it a dynamic where there's one that's like creepy, and you always got to watch your back. You always got to figure, you know, who's going to betray you or whatever, who's on their side, who's been part of their crew the whole time, maybe that you thought was your friend. And then you're going to have the Death Triangle, who's like oh my goodness, dude, when you fight them, you better just bring your A game. You better have something up your sleeve. But yeah, they're doing a very good start with the Death Triangle. I really hope it stays that way. Yeah, they got the Gargano and and Tommaso Ciampa recap. Oh wait, is it gonna be a triple threat? Oh, it's a fatal four-way. It looks like. All right, so it's Chris Statlander, Riho.
Big victory on AEW
I think it's important to notice that that's why these rankings
That
are so
one.
important.
Oh, Sheeta and
They mean something.
and
so there's just not a
Penelope
number
Ford.
or a gimmick. And I also like the fact that we have time limits. Athletic events have time limits. And this one has a 20-minute time limit, by the way.
Double boot to the midsection. The last time we saw Sheeta and Statlander, they were functioning as a team. But right now they find themselves as competitors, but competitors that
It's
are
gonna be good to see Penelope Ford in action again. Haven't really seen her do much wrestling.
Sabian.
How's the referee tolerate
Kip
that?
Sabian tugging both Sheeta and Chris Statlander out of the ring. And now Chris Statlander and Sheeta cleaning his clock for his trouble.
By Hikaru Shida
Wow.
and Chris Statlander.
Going to be in the middle of Statlander and Sheeta. Popped.
Oh, Penelope diving, but not finding anybody. And now Statlander and Sheeta continuing the teamwork.
Oh, look at Riho.
Okay, NXT is they're gonna have to bring some actual in-ring action during this show, or they're gonna definitely be losing a little bit of a point. I
She
feel.
is lucky. Sometimes that happens. It's good timing by Riho.
Timing's everything.
That's right. To realize where her opponents were. Hence why she's the first ever AEW Women's Champion. Not anymore, but she was.
A lot of charisma for a 98-pounder.
Yeah, Riho.
About 98 pounds, JR, because that's what she weighs.
The youngest competitor in this match, but the most experienced competitor
Well, who
because
knows,
she started
man?
wrestling at 9 years old, and she cartwheels through that double clothesline attempt, takes Sheeta off her feet.
Maybe they're working on the performance center. You know.
It's just too much
Maybe they're working on it. Maybe they're like building a bunch of stuff that they're trying to keep hidden, and they don't want to show you what's going on inside the performance center right now.
And now Riho tied up in the corner.
They still got SmackDown though, and they still got another Raw and then another SmackDown right before WrestleMania.
Good Lord.
Maybe they're, I don't know.
I
don't know, man. they don't want anybody around the place taking pictures.
Trying to seize on the opportunity presented
Welcome
there.
back, Brian.
Honor among thieves,
Right,
boys.
that's right.
What's happening in NXT? Commercial break.
You want the winner to share the purse or not?
No, every woman
Oh,
for
they
herself.
just came back from commercial break, and now they're showing Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. They've been showing like a retrospective kind of documentary about Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, like what they've been through, how they know each other, how many times they've won and lost together and apart and all that. Pretty well done. No matches have happened on NXT yet. It's just been the Johnny Gargano Tommaso Ciampa show. But they're not actually there. It's recap, interviews, normally like the promo packages you see for a fight, but it's just like elongated into this.
Oh, she's back. There she is.
She's there. Now Sheeta.
She's resilient, if nothing else, fellas.
Kick to the midsection now. Hikaru Shida trying
Good
perhaps
recap.
for a double suplex. She gets the opponents up, but they
goodness.
join forces to suplex
Double
Hikaru
suplex
Shida. I'm not
to
even sure if
Shida.
they realized it.
That's bad for Sheeta to get that
Riho.
double suplex, but
And now
Penelope Ford face to face. Penelope pushes Riho and her whole body
rivalry
shakes.
between Penelope Ford and Riho.
Oh
the
man.
snap in Rio's punches.
He's bringing it.
It's not even a
She is
championship
fearless as
rival
this young
team.
woman.
Yeah, but they're
Penelope
better
Ford
than the
takes a
people
low
who
drop
have
kick.
championships
Knocking
right now.
Kip Sabian down.
On a back was turned. Once Rio's back was turned, Penelope Ford capitalized and attacked Rio.
That's an emotional mistake by Rio.
Pretty much.
Yeah, let's see if Penelope Ford can capitalize.
Yeah.
What do you say?
No.
You think she's Sting all of a sudden?
It's not all about titles.
No, she's got
They've had the
tremendous
best
cheerleading background,
rivalry in
gymnastics
sports
background. She
entertainment
utilized that towards pro wrestling,
for
Penelope.
years at this point.
Better back handspring elbow than the Great Muta. But right now, Riho, look at Kip. Riho trying for a roll, but
Hey,
Kip.
Rev, come on.
Come on,
for
Turner,
God's
come on.
sakes.
Riho, though, escapes out the back door, launches off Penelope,
Ooh,
hits the knee to Kip
nice
Sabian.
spot.
Well, that'll get him off the apron
Rio
for at least
jumped
a
off the
moment or
back
two.
of Penelope Ford with a leaping knee right to Kip Sabian's head and knocked him off the apron.
Full Nelson here, maybe go for a
What's
snapdragon.
Look at this.
Watch this knee strike right there, as you said, to the face of Kip.
Pretty well delivered. The recovery was weird, but Rio
Straight
with a
boot
nice
to the face
leaping
to
knee.
Sheeta by Penelope.
Look at the far leg, 1, 2, no, Statlander there to break it up.
A little delay there
That's
in the
what I'm
cover
saying,
by
man. Like,
Penelope Ford,
it's
possibly
not always
late.
about the titles.
Step up
These
Enziguri
guys
there,
are
stops
awesome.
Chris Statlander in her tracks. But right roundhouse stop Shida. These women.
It'd be really cool if they showed like what was happening after the after what they did last week, after they tore apart the performance center.
Catches her. Power. And now.
Kind of crazy if you think about it. The
just slamming Riho face first
that,
on top of Hikaru Shida. Now,
that showdown that they had between Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, where they just tore apart the performance center. Wasn't that the last time the crowd was there?
And she is effectively neutralized.
So they kind of like wrote the arena off of television.
Hits the ropes, goes for the backhand.
Oh my goodness!
Counters with a drop kick to the spine.
Wow, what a dangerous spot. That's like the spot that wrecked Paige right there.
She's done the deal. Hits the Falcon Arrow.
Falcon Arrow, Shida with the win? No, Penelope kicks out.
Second time in a row that we've seen great resilience
Sean
from
Spears.
Penelope Ford.
Oh man, why has he become such like a comedy act? Wow, Shida gets the win.
What a victory!
What was the point of kicking out of that just to get pinned a second later? I think that was kind of botchy right there. But the match was pretty alright. Shida picks up the win in the Fatal 4-Way between Riho, Shida herself, Chris Statlander. I don't know where she went. She was out of action there for like the last 3 minutes of that match. I didn't see her anywhere. And Penelope Ford. Penelope Ford, Shida, Riho, Statlander. That's a major win right there. Very major win. Shida picks it up. Pretty good match. Pretty good match. Pretty good. All right, let's hear what Johnny and Ciampa are saying.
Chicago Street Fight. And this time, not only
do I
outperform him, but I also get the win.
Give it a 3 out of 5.
And then we go from TakeOver Chicago to my first opportunity of the NXT title. And I do something that Johnny couldn't do.
He won the NXT Championship because of me. Then we go to TakeOver Brooklyn. Last man standing. At this point, I am so obsessed with fixing my mistake that I do whatever it takes. And I cost myself.
And by now, Johnny's starting to realize what everybody else is starting to realize. They missed the boat with Tommaso Ciampa. And I start to notice he starts to see things my way.
Johnny Test.
is the new
Johnny
North
Test.
American champion.
Yes.
I needed to make Tommaso Ciampa believe that I was just like him. When we reformed DIY, I knew I was 2 steps ahead.
But just before anything could get going anyway.
It's funny because I put both of them on the initial thumbnail, but
Tommaso Ciampa.
But NXT, they like spent so much time before the show not saying what was going to happen on the show, so I just took them off.
Celebrating the power of women. I'll show them who the real bad.
Like I made the thumbnail for the show, and I had the Exalted One in the middle, and I had Johnny Gargano on one side and Tommaso Ciampa on the other side. But then I was trying to find information about like what they were going to be doing with NXT. And there's just nothing. It was still the recap from last week, so I was like, all right, I guess I'm gonna take them off here because I didn't want to put Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano on the thumbnail and for them to not be on the show. Turns out I should have just left it because they're at this point they've been the entire show on NXT. Like how they're going back trying to dig out the good parts from Tommaso Johnny. Oh, dude. It's been the best feud in sports entertainment. Definitely something you could put on a 45-minute or an hour special about just their rivalry and wouldn't be bad. It's not the best thing for like a live television show. I would have put it on the network. There might be some reason. I don't know. Everything's so up in the air with the performance center, and you know who's going to be there, when they're going to be there, how many people can be there. That I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I have to think that there's a reason they would do just like a retrospective on Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa instead of having some matches. Could have been like you do part of this and then you have like a little break where you have a match and then it comes back to it later. So throughout the show they split it into because it's a 2-hour show. So just have like a 20-minute part where it's the retrospective, then have a match, then do more of the retrospective Tommaso Ciampa thing, then have another not a match but maybe like a promo or show people outside talking trash in the parking lot or whatever and build up some of their storylines, then come back to the Tommaso Ciampa Johnny Gargano thing, and then at the end of the show have it be like the final part of the um, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano retrospective, but the final part leads right into like a live feed of where they're at currently, like Johnny just getting out of the hospital from what happened last week, or and then show what's happening live for the end of the show, so that you had matches in there. You got to show the whole retrospective, and then you end with Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa live from wherever they're at, or maybe Johnny's like right outside his house or something, and that's how you go off the air. Do something like that to kind of break up the continuous documentary type of thing, because it's like most of that stuff. Most of the time, I would like to see that on the network and watch it on my own time. Will we see Sean Spears? He's been here. Sean Spears has been here the whole time. He's in the audience. He's being comedy relief like he's been for the past couple months. That's the best thing they have for him right now. He's comic relief. He's a comedian now. Johnny Bravo. Kip Sabian is a crybaby. They're making him a crybaby. Yeah. But he's supposed to have that like you don't like him type of attitude. He's got a pretty girlfriend. He thinks he's better than everybody. He's supposed to have that sort of thing going on. So being a crybaby kind of fits the character. Drake got it? Oh man, dude, everybody's gonna get it. Okay, it's gonna happen. Everybody's gonna get it. Just gotta hope that that like old people don't get it. Everybody else is most likely gonna get it, man. It's so infectious and just so everywhere. There's only a couple of places that haven't seen it at all, and they're the places like Idaho and Montana and stuff. Uh oh. Earlier today with John Moxley, looking like a movie star.
Of your injuries at the hands of the inner circle, not medically cleared to enter the arena here. Your reaction to all that on the do not enter list?
The do not enter list? Don't they understand? I go where I want to go, when I want to go there. Medically cleared. What is medically cleared? When have I ever been medically cleared in my entire career? We got enough problems going on tonight. They don't need me punching any cops, so I'm just going to take a drive, blow off a little steam. But I promise you this. I promise the inner circle this. Wherever you go, I'll be lurking around the corner. I will forever be in the inner circle's blind spot. And when blood and guts happens, whenever, wherever, I'm not going to miss that party. Not for the world.
It's a nice car. That's a crawl in. I love it. It's like it's leaking oil or something. Did you see that? It looked like it was leaking. Butcher the Blade and the Bunny. John Moxley cutting an okay promo, I guess. I don't know why he's dressed like a movie star now, though. Did you see him? Like, he had his shirt all tucked in, he had his sunglasses on, he had his belt, he had his car all ready with the the suicide doors up or whatever, the wing doors. I don't know, man. That stuff. Let's hope that John Moxley can avoid the curse he's had for pretty much his entire career that I've known him. The curse of becoming uninteresting once he gets the title. It's already starting to not have that same like raw, hardcore edge to him. All right, so it's Jurassic Express. Oh man, I love how Jungle Boy lays down and then he comes back up. That's pretty cool. Jurassic Express versus the Butcher, the Blade, with the Bunny at ringside, and a whole bunch of wrestlers around the ring. Who knows? Who knows which one of them might be in cahoots? Yep, that's been his mask. You never seen him wear that mask before, Ringmaster? Yeah, I hope for the best. I hope it's all just like a diversionary tactic by John Moxley. I hope he's playing the inner circle by making them just kind of forget about him or whatever. 'Cause he did say he's going to be in their blind spot, so maybe that's why he's kind of toning down his gimmick a little bit, so that they just kind of forget about him and then he can jump them all. No Marco stunt. Nope, not this time. They wouldn't let him in the arena. They're like, no, there's no school. Go home. There's no school today. Marco Stunt's been doing all right recently in the ring. He's been getting a lot less of those very unbelievable type spots and more of the teamwork type spots where somebody just kind of tosses him at people and he does stuff instead of doing it all himself and looking extra unbelievable. They've been doing a better job with him recently, I feel. My goodness, Johnny Gargano getting leveled. Morrow's losing his mind about this Johnny Gargano, man. King Gargano capitalized. Nice three? Huh. Nice three. I don't think I've seen that. That would be interesting. Have Johnny get dropped off from the ambulance at Ciampa's house. Oh yeah, dude. That would be awesome. That would be so cool. That's a good idea, Brian. And have that be how it goes off the air, you know? And then put something on the network. Like, be like, this just in. You can actually see what's happening live. We ran out of time here on the USA Network, but it's going to continue. Right now on the WWE Network, get on over there. And you get to see it live on the network, and it's all like guerrilla style with the camera, and they show like Johnny running up in Gargano, Ciampa's house. It's a classic horror flick. Sounds familiar. I like a lot of horror.
Becomes a reality for the man. Johnny Gargano is coming home, the new NXT champion and the first ever NXT Triple Crown winner.
And in that moment, I don't know, maybe I was caught up because I saw my best friend. I saw that guy again. And we embraced. I feel like I did it.
Like, dude,
I accomplished it. I was the NXT champion. I was on top of the world. Like, what's this guy gonna do? He's got a broken neck.
What's this guy gonna do? He's got a broken neck.
After watching Johnny have his moment in New York and succeed and hold that NXT title, that title that meant the world to me, it felt right to just put it all behind us. And then I went away. Time for neck surgery, time to figure it all out. And I watched and I rehabbed, and Johnny's first title defense, he lost the title.
The dream remains just that for Johnny Gargano.
During all that time that I was away, he keeps having trouble getting.
Right now, the Butcher having his fun with with Jungle Boy.
But I watch
They
as
need to make
Tommaso
this
comes
original
back.
for the network. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
comes back to
it
next
feels like this was an original, but they just
And for some reason, the fans
kind of cut it
give
up
him
for
a hero's
this
welcome.
show because maybe they just
They chant "Daddy's home."
couldn't get stuff
They're
together
so
for this
excited to see him.
NXT.
And
I don't
couldn't
know, dude.
figure
I'd
out
love to
why.
know.
And
What I would love to see a special on is what they're doing, like how they're putting together these shows. You know, how they're putting together these shows in the wake of the virus and all this stuff, and how they're bringing people together, how they're planning stuff out. I would love to see that. That'd be a good special.
Another chapter.
And suddenly I'm kind of the face of this brand. Next, I get my NXT title back. I want the title back that I
Clive
never
Barker,
lost.
nice.
And Adam Cole just happens to be the man holding
Actually,
that title.
read some Clive Barker
I go straight for him.
books as well.
I've never had Burger
One of
King
my,
nuggets before. It's a lot better than I expected.
One of my inspirations for my novel was Clive Barker for sure. All right, now both brands are at commercial, and Jungle Boy's in a lot of trouble out here. He's getting stretched. The Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny. I wonder what they're up to. Like, what's their thing? What are they after? They seem like they have a plan. They seem like they have an idea of what they're here for, and I don't feel like it's the tag team titles. You know, it feels like they're after something else. And what happened with that whole Nightmare Collective thing? Is that just over with? They dropped it like a hot rock? What happened with that? I realize everybody in promo always screaming, go and make them think that they're the best wrestler? What do you mean? Oh, like, yeah, they do. But that's the thing. That's why it's so awesome when somebody breaks the mold, because a lot of wrestlers just do the same stuff. It's like they parrot what wrestling's supposed to be, and so it's like a breath of fresh air when somebody can break out of that mold and make you just believe in the character itself instead of, and you know what? At the pay-per-view, you're going to realize that I'm the best because you're not the best and I'm the best. And when I beat you, you'll know that I'm the best, not you. So next week at the pay-per-view, like, how many times have you heard that promo? You know, it's like, come on, man. You've got recorded NXT because I thought something was gonna happen. Maybe something will happen, man. It's only halfway over. It's halfway over, and they're up to where Adam Cole won the title. So there can't be that much left, you know. What could there be? Just them showing showing each other, like, eating potato salad or something. Like, there's not much more to the rivalry past that. Because that's basically Johnny tries to get the title back, right? Gets smashed off the steel cage. We don't see him for a while. Johnny comes back, and then he gets kicked in the head by Finn Balor. Has a feud with Finn Balor for a little bit, and then that's it. And here we are. There's not much left to the Tommaso Ciampa Johnny Gargano story. I mean, I'm sure they could find a way to stretch it to be 2 hours, but there's probably going to be something else. Yeah, that'd be so cool. Yeah, dude, like right before Takeover, that would be cool if they dropped him off. There's so many cool things they could do. You like the Butcher and the Blade theme? It's understated. I like it. I do like it. It's not the weird, just generic claw machine theme that they picked out. It's like, your theme will be this, and then it's just pound to pound to pound, pound to pound to pound, pound 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 to pound to pound, and it just keeps doing that over and over again. That's what a lot of these themes in AEW are like. So I kind of like what Butcher and the Blade have. I just really wonder what they're up to.
That ring apron, the second hardest part of the ring. And now
Jungle Boy getting
Jungle
destroyed,
Boy.
man. He's
And you
been
can see
catching a beating for the
Luchasaurus'
better part of the last
cover.
like 5 minutes.
1, 2. Luchasaurus just pacing. He is angry, and he is champing at the bit to get in there and get his hands on
Nick
Butcher
Roberts
Blade.
is good with the Butcher Blade. Yeah, but he's already got himself a client. They're sitting out here actually. He's got himself.
A lot of energy. It's very difficult.
What are they calling him? The Murder Hawk? I think they call him the Murder Hawk.
Hold Jungle Boy long enough that
out of
desperation, he got a shot in. Jungle
Murder
Boy.
Hawk. Jungle Boy off the top. Rolls through, gets the hot tag. Luchasaurus over the top.
Big tag by Jungle Boy. Luchasaurus, an even bigger kick on Butcher.
There's that flexibility.
Oh, nice question mark kick.
Lights out for Blade, and now.
Oh, dude, he got like no height out of that.
Butcher. I think it was almost like a knee drop on the head.
Yeah, that
That's
was.
a mighty big man doing those
very
moonsaults.
strange
He's exploded here.
moonsault.
Well, driving the face of Blade into the center of the ring.
We're just seeing a superior athlete overpower another one.
And Luchasaurus has just completely changed the tenor and tone of this matchup.
Well, that's the size and power difference of Luchasaurus being just a monstrous dinosaur, not monstrous.
Your brother reset your internet. Oh no.
The extinction of
no.
1, 2, no. Blade saved in the nick of time as Butcher dove on the pile.
Butcher, good work right
No,
there.
Blaine, I'm sorry.
Right.
You're getting
and
the
here
all
comes
for
Jungle Boy
that.
Jack to give back a little bit of retribution for the punch that he took.
God. Oh, wow. What the? Oh, yeah. Wow. Look at that athleticism. Just a counter of a counter.
But Jungle Boy, had he not hung on to
Manuel, what's up, dude? Welcome.
all the way to the floor.
The two big
Right
balls
now,
in there now.
Horse and Hoss.
It's Jurassic Express versus the Butcher and the Blade with the bunny at ringside.
Last week,
I think.
off on one another.
I thought I saw her.
Bring it. I'll tell you what.
And on NXT, they are doing a recap of the whole Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa rivalry throughout the years. My goodness, man. Leaping, running, Kinshasa from Luchasaurus, taking the head off the Butcher.
That kick to the kidneys of Butcher.
Blade from behind, double X handle.
The choke slam.
Luchasaurus is a very supreme
Yes.
athlete.
Yes.
He's got everything you look for. Big size.
So it's official. Yes, I read it on the website.
Right now, though.
On the official WWE website, I read about that earlier today. Thank you very much. That's normally where I get my news from, WrestleZone. I get my news straight from WWE. That way I know it's true. Way too many fake news sites out there spreading fake rumors or incomplete truths and stuff like that. So I just leave it up to the actual WWE. That's the best way. Oh my goodness. Nice back heel kick.
And now the Lucha drop kick takes Butcher
Man,
out of the ring.
Jurassic Express are rolling now.
Great job.
Center of the ring. Scoop.
What offense by Jungle Boy and
What's this?
Luchasaurus.
Tombstone? Oh, good.
Awesome.
Nice
The
cutter.
cover, no cover. Jungle Boy
No cover?
going to the outside and just 1, 2, 3.
What's that about? Very weird ending here, but Jurassic Express picked up the win. Very strange ending there.
Yeah, your observation's perfect, JR. It's
They
exactly
had
what Jungle Boy.
they had like the win already assured because the Butcher was on the outside. He was already down. He was out, and then they hit their finisher on the Blade, and then Jungle Boy gets up, runs off the ropes, climbs out of the ring, and just kind of stomps on Butcher a little bit as Luchasaurus gets the pin. Very odd ending. The weird momentum at the end there. Big Red, what's up, dude? Yeah. Oh yeah, WWE is definitely, they're doing what they can. They put out half information to their sources. That way, because you could tell they have a vested interest in keeping people guessing. Especially since they have kind of realistic competition now, you know? They got a incredible promotion here in AEW. They don't want all their secrets coming out and all their booking decisions coming out ahead of time. Remember what happened back in the Monday Night Wars, where they would just come out and tell the outcomes of the other show? They're like, hey, no need to watch the other show because this is what's going to happen. And they like knew everything behind the scenes already. They probably don't want a replay of that. So you're going to see more and more misinformation. You're going to hear more and more people who know like half truths or got like an incomplete story or just a straight up fake story, and it's going to be touted like it's real, and then WWE is going to be laughing. Jurassic Express got the win. It was a pretty good match. Pretty good match. Murder Hawk. I think that's what they're calling him. 2 nights for WrestleMania. Hey, I can understand they can't fit all that, especially because of the limitations on how many people can be in a building. I was thinking about that as soon as, because I asked people last week. I was like, do you guys think they're going to add more? Do you think they're going to add more matches to the fight card? Because right now it's looking pretty stacked, but they still don't have the Intercontinental title. We don't know what's up with the tag team titles. Like there's a lot of stuff that's still undefended or still up in the air that hasn't been announced about WrestleMania. And I was thinking, I'm like, dude, if they can only have like 50 people in a building or 100 people or 20 people, 25 people, however many people it's going to be by the time WrestleMania comes around, would they possibly split it up, or would it just be like an extra long event where they got to like make sure there's only a certain amount of people in the building, and then those people have to leave before these people could show up? I'm glad it's going to be 2 nights. That's a really good idea. Dudley is your lunch? No, it's not. That's not possible. The wars were ugly at times. That's what I'm saying, you know, and especially with things being the way they are right now, you wouldn't want it to get ugly like that. But you really give up part of your mystique and part of what makes your product special if everybody knows the outcomes of your shows already. They already know who's going to be there, what's going to happen, who's going to win, who's going to show up, what the surprise is. Then, you know, so I know WWE doesn't want anybody getting a hold of their like trade secrets like that. Here comes the Dark Order.
Has said they will reveal his identity.
Allegedly. Right. I mean,
Dark Order's here, guys.
Said a lot of things. Right. I was beginning to think.
If they trolled us here, I'm going to be so mad. Dark Order's here, guys. It will finally be revealed, I think. I hope.
Time that we're hearing about it.
Now
all right,
I
here we
hope
go.
that the AEW production team is as smart as I believe they are, and they focus on my eyes so that I may talk directly to my people. Fellow Dark Order, the Exalted One is near.
No blame.
And when he arrives, he will breathe new life into the Dark Order. My brother Stu Grayson, Alex Reynolds, and John Silver have done my bidding in preparation for this wonderful night. And tonight, their eyes will open and they will see what Evil Uno sees. Because I have promised them the arrival of the Exalted One.
Good, man.
But more importantly,
who is it?
I have promised you the arrival of the Exalted One. And Evil Uno never lies.
What if there
Evil
was
Uno
no Exalted One? What if
never
after all
breaks
this
his
time,
promises, because
Christopher
Evil
Daniels
Uno
was telling the truth?
Cares about you. Together, we are one. We are one. And the Exalted One is near. The Exalted One is near. The Exalted One is.
SCU, Frankie Kazarian, Christopher Daniels, who have had no shortage of trouble with the Dark Order.
Please, in the name of all that is holy, would you stop
What?
running
Dudley,
your
what
mouths.
do you mean? Is it time yet?
Evil Uno, it's been like
What do you
this
mean,
for
is it time
3
yet?
months straight. Every chance you get a microphone in your hand and you tell lies. I'm so sick of these lies. You talk about how you're going to make someone's life better. You haven't made Alex Reynolds any better. You haven't made John Silver any better. You haven't made any of these jackasses that wear your masks any better. All you've done is you've wasted our time. You've wasted these people's times watching at home, and we're sick of it. We are sick of it. And the biggest lie that you've told is that there is an Exalted One. There is no Exalted One, Uno. It's just
Daniels is out
you
here.
two. In fact, there's you two.
Wait a minute. We got eerie music. Wait a minute.
I would like to take this opportunity to introduce myself. I am the Exalted One of the Dark Order. In a very short time, you will be up to speed on just who I am.
He's got the same looking jacket as Matt Hardy.
That the new rule of the Dark Order goes like this. We do what we want, when we want. And if I want something, I take it.
And now let me put it a different way, because maybe the stupid out there didn't understand. If we come and knock on your door, you open that door and you let the Dark Order in.
Definitely does not sound like Matt Hardy.
I
Kind of sounds like Mustafa Ali.
kick that door down and lead the Dark Order through it. Seems to be a little bit of silence. Maybe you don't understand. Let me make this one a little more personal, a little more tangible for you to feel.
It's Brody Lee. It is
Christopher
Brody Lee.
Daniels. Oh, you thought you were safe.
Oh my goodness. It is Brody Lee.
Now the word is out, Chris. You are very
It
unsafe.
is Luke Harper,
All your
aka
jokes,
Brody
all
Lee.
your games. Did you really think you were going to go unpunished? Mr. Daniels, I assure you, you are not the first out of touch old man to not believe in me. But I will make damn sure you are the last. Now let me take this time to formally introduce myself to you, Chris.
Oh my
name
goodness.
is Brody Lee, and I am the Exalted One.
Oh my goodness. And upgrade. Yo, the timing. One hit. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Yo. One hit. Thank you so much, man. And now they've initiated the beatdown, and he's here. Brody Lee is here.
Brody Lee. Wow. Like a big rig running
Goodness
over Christopher
gracious.
Daniels. As
Dude, one
Uno
hit.
and Grayson take out
That's actually
Kazarian.
22 months.
The
Yeah, dude, I'm
Exalted
sorry
One
about
has
the reset,
arrived
dude.
in
Thank you
All
so
Elite
much.
Wrestling.
Upgrade. We are one. We are one hit. The Exalted One hit.
Oh, God.
The Exalted One hit. Man, well, that's a heavy hitter added to the crew, that's for sure. And he is no joke. He is a great wrestler. I don't know if you guys have seen him actually wrestle. Like, not just do the what do they call the Bludgeon Brothers thing, where he'd just do like 2 moves and they'd get out of there. He can wrestle. Very surprising to hear him on the mic like that. It was a good reveal because you don't really hear him talk. You hadn't really heard him talk a whole lot in WWE, so it was a good reveal. Because I was like, dude, who is that? Kind of sounded like Mustafa Ali when they had a little bit of the voice modulation on him. Wow. So it's Brody Lee, aka Luke Harper, is the Exalted One, and Christopher Daniels feels extra crunchy now. Okay, and I don't just mean crunchy as in like he feels stupid for saying that. I mean crunchy as in like his bones, because he caught the. It looks like his finisher is he puts you into a like a Sister Abigail type of position, and then he he like lets you up and then he discus lariats you just in half. One hit. Thank you so much for the subscription, dude. You never really heard him speak. Yeah, he talked very, very sparsely in the WWE. Wow. Can't wait to see more. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I just hope that it's gonna fit. I hope that he has a gimmick that actually fits with this, and it's not just, oh, you know, we had to get somebody in there. Because I don't know. I mean, is that? I'm gonna have to see more. I'm gonna have to see more before I have like a full-on opinion on it. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm really glad to see him in a promotion where he might actually be able to wrestle. Because they didn't let him do very much. They gave him the Intercontinental title. They gave him he was tag team champion, I think, once. Yeah, I think he was tag team champion. It was like him and Randy Orton. But just not a whole lot of opportunity given to him. He was part of one of the best factions that the WWE's had in years, but it's just not much spotlight given to his wrestling ability or promos or anything. Yeah, they have my attention with this. No matter who it was going to be, it was going to have my attention. I just got to see how it shakes out and what they have next. The very next thing they do with this is going to help me a lot to figure out if he's actually like a charismatic leader type of guy, if he's like a cult head, if he has a philosophy about things, or if he's just like a calm, collected destroyer type of guy. Like, I want to see what the figurehead of the Dark Order has been up to this whole time and what he's about. Because the Dark Order is just kind of like, oh, we're the Dark Order, you know, like it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that path ahead of it or that mission statement type of thing. Besides, they're gonna beat up people, and you should join them. They could have saved his debut for Blood and Guts. Well, who knows though? Who knows what Blood and Guts is gonna even be like now? Lance Archer. Oh, they're interviewing the Murder Hawk guy.
Cody Rhodes.
Uh-oh.
We laid the gauntlet at your feet, bro. Caesar, man. We gave you a little bit of respect. And what did we get in return? Absolutely nothing.
Stop that music. Okay, thank you. I was like, dude, cut the music. You got Jake the Snake on the mic?
I have a record that you're going to look at and say, holy crap, what have I gotten myself into? We don't play games. We came here, we told you what we wanted. It's one thing for you to keep away from us and try to keep out of harm's way. I understand that. But to ignore us is like spitting in my face. And we just don't have that. We will not have that. You know, I listened to him and his little friends out here bitching like two little girls worried over who's going to the prom. Look at us. Shut me up if you can. And I don't think you can. So Cody, it's time. It's time for you to stand up and meet the man. We came here for a specific reason. It was not going to be something that was going to turn into something personal. But it will. And it has. You had your chance to meet us straight on. Now, we will get your attention. Think about it. We will get your attention.
And that's it from Jake Roberts and Murder Hawk himself.
Murder
Lance
Hawk.
Archer here at AEW.
Murder
Here's
Hawk.
more on Lance Archer.
Murder Hawk. What a name. I'm the Murder Hawk.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages,
All right.
to the Murder Hawk Mansion.
They're telling us something about Murder Hawk. Oh, he's got his own compound.
He accepts all shapes and sizes.
At least Matt Hardy is technically still a free agent. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're showing he's got like a backwoods type of compound thing, and he's standing in the ring, and there's people jumping in, and he's just destroying, or he's gonna be destroying. And Jake the Snake is just watching him choke slam this dude. Oh my goodness. Big boot takes out the next guy. His own hawk pound. Round 4, it's him versus some dude in a tank top. Oh my goodness. Well, he destroyed that guy. Now through the rope steps up somebody almost as big as him. Oh, he's getting worked. He's getting worked too. they're just showing like a slow-mo beatdown that Hawk's doing. Buffering? Oh no. Alright, Big Red. Wow, dude. The wrist lock X-Plex. Got some good moves. Just savagery. He's beating down the whole Hawk circus. Just destroyed a whole like dozen wrestlers. And he's got a picture of Cody with like a scratched out face.
I can take you on, asshole! What if I
No, I thought that was Drake Maverick for a second. Oh my goodness. Dude, he smashed Drake Maverick into this car. It's not really Drake Maverick, but I thought it was Drake Maverick.
No doubt about that, and certainly with the sinister Jake Roberts in his head, who knows what could happen. I don't know how you stop Lynch off. I don't know that you can.
That was pretty cool though. I like that. That promo package is pretty cool from Murder Hawk. Now they're showing a Finn Balor special? What is going on with this NXT? I mean, yeah, it's cool to know about these superstars and everything, but what the heck's going on, man? Wardlow versus Luchasaurus, next Dynamite, a lumberjack match. Ay, ay, ay. I hope they can do a good job with the lumberjack match. That's one of my least favorite match types. It has such potential to be like the best match type, but I haven't seen people do a good lumberjack match in a long time. That match has just so much potential. Think of all the cool stuff you could do with a lumberjack match. Uh-oh, what's this?
Was not able to travel, not cleared to travel, so that the Elite will have a numbers disadvantage, and that makes our main event here tonight so crucial.
Wait, what?
That big six-man tag team match, the team that wins between the Elite and Inner Circle will have the advantage.
I know that we use this cliche a lot in sports in general, must win.
Yeah.
In this main event coming up tonight, to gain that man advantage is a must-win situation because Cody's group is...
Hey, at least they're still doing it. I thought they were saying that they were going to cancel it. So yes, guys, if you're just now joining us, the Exalted One has arrived. It is Brody Lee. Lance Archer is funny. Murder Hawk. Ay, ay, ay. There's no matches on NXT tonight. Well, not yet. Who knows, guys? Who knows what they're going to do? It would be kind of weird to throw a match in there at this point after playing so much footage back to back, but it's not over yet, guys. Highly unlikely, but ain't over yet. All right, Inner Circle is joining us.
Making their way to the ring, accompanied by Sammy Guevara, the team of Santana, Ortiz.
Who was not allowed to travel, guys? Who did they say? They picked Rochester for a reason for his return. He didn't get the hometown pop. The way they set it up, I don't know what kind of pop it really would have gotten. Like, he would have taken off the hood, and they would have been like the crowd. You would have been able to hear him, you know. But the way that they set it up, I don't know. He still would have got cheered like crazy. Don't get me wrong, but hopefully they would have booked it a little bit different if he was going to actually come out and, in front of that crowd, and that was the plan the whole time. I wish they would have. Gosh, man, yeah, had him with his back turned and had him with the hood on and everything, and just, you know, saying the same stuff he was saying as he was doing in the promo, but don't have him take off the hood, and have him be like, "Oh, and Christopher Daniels, you don't think that I'm real?" And then the lights go out, and the lights come back on, and he's right behind Christopher Daniels, and he grabs him, hits him with the lariat, and that's when he takes off the hood, and that's when the crowd goes, "Blah! It's him! It's Brody Lee!" You know, I think that would have been much more of an effective way, but maybe they did switch it around, like the way that they revealed him, because they weren't going to have a crowd. If they were going to be in front of a live crowd and reveal him, I would have liked it to be that way, the way that I said. Jericho decided not to come to Dynamite. Oh, he's the one that they were talking about wasn't cleared for travel. It's funny because he was just like tweeting like a day ago from a mountain, like he was skiing on a mountain. So I don't know why you'd be cleared to travel to a mountain but not cleared to travel with the rest of these guys. Yeah. Chris Jericho's taking some time off. That's what it seems like more than likely. That's might be why he doesn't have the title anymore. I'd rather him have the title and just be on vacation with it. That'd be such a better heel move, you know, than just put it on Moxley, and then Moxley's gonna be out of the arena too. Like, the title's just not on TV anymore. The title's on like little backstage promo type stuff now. They could have done that with just Jericho still having the title. He could have been skiing. They could have done that. They could have been like, "Well, Jericho, he's Jericho, and he says he doesn't want to be here tonight." And so they show like a video of him in the lodge with his title, and it's like he's at the ski lodge, and they got the fireplace, and you can see the fire roaring, and he's got like a glass of like brandy or something. And it's like, "Oh yeah, you know, I decided you guys go ahead and fight it out. I'll see you guys, you know, maybe next week. I'm having fun up here in my cabin, the cabin de Jericho." He could call it something funny, and then there'll be shirts about it. That'd be a lot more interesting than movie star Moxley speeding off. I'd be like, "So, Mr. Daniels, you say there's no Exalted One." And then he goes full Taker. Yeah, poof, exactly. And that would make sense with somebody like him. Wait a minute, is Jericho here? What's the... Oh, okay. But they're having some...
There he is, the man known as
Wait, he is here. He is here, Bo. You crossed me over.
AEW World Champion.
I thought he was taking time off. Oh, come on. Everybody should be singing it. I think Sean Spears is singing it. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, they are singing it. All the bad guys are singing it. I like it. MJF is singing it, and Sammy Guevara has the mic if you're wondering who's singing that badly. Oh my goodness.
Thank God he can wrestle.
What? Blah, la, 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 la. He doesn't know the words. Sammy, what the heck, dude? I would take him out for that.
Oh God, Chris, please stop him.
What are you talking about, you moron? Listen to that.
It's a rap song now?
The chorus, listen, no matter what's going on in the world, the singing of the chorus of Judas lives on right here in AEW.
Well, Sammy Guevara, obviously a much better in-ring performer than he is out of ring.
I think I like what they did because we don't know what his theme is. Yeah, we don't know what his theme is yet. It's probably just going to be that Dark Order theme, though. Sammy, that was
amazing.
Beautiful rendition.
Breaking the silence right here on Dynamite.
Incredible.
Speaking of silence.
Oh my goodness. That was funny, man. All right, out comes Cody. Looks ready to go. I like how Arn Anderson has like a coach's clipboard. That's funny. Ay, ay, ay. People coming out? Just him? Oh wow, I wouldn't have came out here by myself. Look at all these people. Jake Hager's out here. Jericho's out here. It's not a smart move, Cody. Cody came out all by himself just with Arn Anderson. I know Arn's a gangster, man. He's an OG, but you see how many killers are out here? What is going on? All right, I'll be right back, guys. Okay. All right. Hangman Page is here. No, Dudley. Dudley, that's not true. What? Dudley? Wait, Dudley says. No way, Dudley. All right, we'll come back to you. All right.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
we were talking about this, you know, Chris, before you came out.
That one caught me now.
We were talking about how
We're just gonna ban you now. I'm gonna tell you this one time, dude. I know people at Twitch. I do have Connect at YouTube. I do have a partnership company that I work with.
We've never had a problem. We've never
I'm gonna
hit
tell
each
you
other
this
with
one
our
time.
finishes. We've never been
Do not
drinking on the
harass
job
me
like
and
Hannah
stay out of my
Page
chat.
has been. I don't think that
That's
there's
your
any
last
way that
and
we're
only
at a
warning.
disadvantage at this point. Look at MJF. He's been having
Not
a great time
harass.
tonight. What a good-looking
All right?
guy he is.
I don't need your ongoing vendetta. You know exactly what I mean when I say that rumors, spoilers, and dirt sheets are not allowed in my chat. I only want official news from WWE when it is announced by WWE. All right?
And Cody
Now on, any
turning his attention
further
to MJF.
communication from you to me in that regard, and I
He
can
needs
tell
to
it's
keep his
you,
attention on the
you
inner
will be
circle. Look
reported
at
to
these
the
guys.
authorities for harassment.
Look at Santana and Ortiz.
So just
They
drop
come
it, dude.
straight off the
Have
streets.
fun
They
reading your
look
dirt
like it.
sheets and stay out of
They
my
got
chat.
a bad attitude already, and like you said, Jake Hager. Look at this.
Santana strikes quickly and with authority.
Cody had that slight distraction and Santana took advantage.
Guess Jericho doesn't care. He's Canadian. What?
He's a street thug. He's a ruffian.
All right, what's going on in NXT right now? Oh, they're showing the Finn Balor versus Johnny Gargano match.
Yeah.
Where he put him off the table into the barricade.
Right there.
Oh
They're
man.
not pretty, but they work. Nothing artful about the attacks of Santana.
That spot
but
right
they
there was
are
devastating to the back of Johnny
effective
Gargano.
as-
Good job. Quick hits right there by Cody on that power slam.
Nice power slam by
It's one of
by
the best
Cody
power
Rhodes
slams
over
in the
here.
business for sure. Absolutely for sure.
Slowed down
Yeah,
Santana.
Finn
He
is
needed
scary.
that.
When he
Cody
gets
needed
that look in his eyes,
As
sometimes
much
I'm
as I
like,
dislike
wow,
Cody,
is he really
you
going to go
can't,
there?
deny his
Is
athletic
he really going to take it there?
Now Ortiz and Santana coming in, showing off their tag team prowess.
Great job.
You got 10 seconds to get out of there once the tag's made. That's why 2 men were in. They were not illegal.
They used to do that to their high school gym teacher when they were 16 when they failed. They failed gym, JR. Do you know that? How do you fail
They
gym
failed
class?
Jim?
Are you sure?
They don't care. I asked them what their first names were, and they said, we don't have one.
When you're a product of the New York City school system, I can attest to this. These things happen.
You know that.
I see what Jericho
These things
said.
happen.
Absolutely.
Versing.
Just powered. That was just.
Dude, you got Jericho and
right there.
Taz on
Dropping
commentary.
Ortiz
You
down.
know there's going to be some
Cody
magic
really
on
is
this
the
desk.
total package as a wrestler for sure. No doubt about it.
Now Matt Jackson tags in. Tag team specialist on the elite side is Matt Jackson.
Quick tag. Yeah, quick tag. Smart right there by Jackson
Haven't seen,
and Cody.
haven't seen Hangman Page come in there yet, but nonetheless, there he is.
You know where they got that strategy from Arn Anderson? Cut the
Brody
ring in
Lee.
half. I bet you that's
Brody
on his Waffle
Lee.
House menu.
No. Dudley what?
Cut the ring in half. That's what you do when you're in a tag team. Am I right?
Yes, you are right. Yes.
He's a coach, you know.
Dudley says
He is.
he's got
a
breaking
coach,
news.
Absolutely.
Double
Dudley,
arch whip,
is
and
it
now
real
the
news or what?
Cazadora Picks up Ortiz. The right hand. And now Ortiz
No, I'm the
back
higher
on his
power.
feet. Huge boot. The
Page in it,
elite.
Page
And
in
Jim
it,
Ross, yeah.
Yeah,
What
exactly. Illegally. That's my point about
What
the
an
elite.
announce table.
Constantly cheating, constantly swerving the nation into thinking that they're these noble gentlemen. They're not.
All right. So as you can see, you got
Page
Cody, you got the
definitely showed-
all the
he
inner
showed
circle,
that
you
he's
got
definitely whooped it.
Hangman
I mean,
Page, you
he
got Matt
toasted him at
Jackson.
the top of the night here on Dynamite, but by doing that, he definitely showed that he's with the elite.
And Matt
Right.
Jackson laying in shots on Jake Hager, trying to get some
Santana's
revenge for
in.
his brother Nick.
Yep.
But Santana cuts him off the knee
Matt
to the
Jackson
midsection.
just
Great
out of
job
the
right
corner
there. The
like a
aggressiveness
bat out of
Santana, short shooting his way
80s.
into the corner.
Nice spear. Good job there.
Fear from Matt
Got
Jackson.
a lot of motivation tonight. His brother's not
He's
here.
hyped up.
You know he's watching at home.
Hangman just tagged himself in.
He ain't scared.
Matt had a lot of momentum going. He had a lot of exuberance
Now
going.
Hangman Page
By
gets
Page
tagged
tagging
in.
himself into your point, Excalibur, that kind of shut it down.
It's almost like Matt Jackson is missing his right arm, though. Without Nick Jackson out there, you can tell he's hurting. He's wondering about his brother all the way across the country.
And Hangman tried to come in to capitalize, but Santana turned the tables.
Listen to this. Quiet. Listen. Oh, he's going to do it again? No. The big chop, knife edge
Oh my
chop.
goodness. Chop the chest off Hangman Page in the corner.
Second one takes Santana off his
He's
feet.
just got that great punching
Yeah.
power, the great
Oh, my
striking
goodness.
ability.
Follow through with that clothesline.
He's a strong country boy. I was in the ring with him last week, and he hits hard. Trust me. He knocked my block off a couple times. We still won the match.
And Ziguri missed there by Santana.
Pump handle going right here by Hangman.
And he just hoists Santana up.
Pump handle on the
Hangman
half
Page.
into a back
Into
throw
a
with a
pin.
bridge.
One,
Yeah.
two count only for Hangman.
Hangman could have got his feet under him
Nice,
more, get on his
nice
toes,
little pinning
get his
combination
belly
by
button to the
Hangman
sky.
Page.
He might have got a win on that.
Once again, you can't
Little
deny
fake
the
out as
fact
well.
that all three of these men are amazing athletes. I'm glad to see they were able to stitch together. See, they're still messing with each other. There's still some animosity. They're too stupid to realize you
They're
can't
still
go into
playing
match
a
with the
Finn
inner
Balor
circle with any
promo
animosity.
package type of
I
thing.
agree with you, Chris. You got to be
Finn
on,
Balor looked pretty
especially when you're
pale in
if
this
you don't have an
most
advantage and you
recent
need that
clip they
advantage
just
in this
showed.
match, if you are the
Wonder if
elite.
he's all right.
Cody landed hard.
Bottom line, there's 5 of us. There's 4
Tony's
of them.
there?
If they don't win the advantage
Tony
tonight,
Khan?
they are in big trouble.
Might just say, just do the man.
Kick on the outside.
Tony's
Look
the
at that.
Tiger?
There's Sammy
Dang,
Guevara.
Cody Rhodes
That guy's
getting
sexy.
kicked in
How
the head
sexy
and
he
then
is.
planted on the
Spanish God
apron
right
as
there.
well, face first.
Spanish God.
Crowd is
Well, we got to
powerful,
leave the
powerful,
sexy
no joke,
Spanish
man.
God momentarily. but not for long, kids. Don't go anywhere. The main event will continue immediately.
From the stars of Super Troopers.
Don't go out there half-cocked. I'm going.
From the stars of Super Troopers. And 5 Hour Energy. 30 feet in the air. That's crazy, dude. He's an interviewer? That's a new idea. Put Taz on commentary. Have Tony as an interviewer? Tony Khan? Tony Schiavone. I see. Okay. I was like, Tony Khan? Which Tony? There's lots of Tonys, guys. There's Tony the Tiger. There's Tony Romo. There's Tony Khan. There's Tony Schiavone. There's Tony, that band. Isn't that band? Tony. It's all kinds of Tonys. Which Tony? Who's Tony? My Tony? Your Tony? Which Tony? It's gonna be interesting. Whoa. Big Rudd. You got me bad with that one, too. Big Rudd, what the heck? Oh my goodness. The Rudner Taker. Of course, the Rudner Taker is gonna hit me with some scares. Oh man. Hopefully your buffering is doing all right now. Actually scared me for once. Yeah, I think you got everybody with that. Thank you for the bits, man. Thank you for the 30 bits. Tony Danza, yeah, see Tony Danza. There's all kinds of Tonys, guys. All kinds of Tonys. They're everywhere. Whew. You got me bad with that one, dude. I was not expecting that. Thank you for the bits, though, man. Thank you for the bits, and thank you for the little heart exercise. A little bit of cardio. It's always good. Except when it isn't. Yeah, I hope your internet's working better, though, man. I know buffering can be very, very frustrating. I deal with it very often. But you should have the quality options on here right now. I think we have them. So I think you can kind of like adjust the quality if it, find out if that helps. WrestleMania. Dude, so epic. Jeez, man. Yeah, I can understand why they split it. It's 18 days away. Oh, dang, it's that far away? I thought it was like 2 weeks from now.
Away from Sunday, the NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley defends her championship against the 2020 Women's Royal Rumble match winner Charlotte Flair. To you specifically, the first time ever an NXT title will be defended at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's incredible if you go back to the beginning of this, and ironically,
Tony Montana?
Charlotte
Yeah,
Flair,
Tony Montana.
You know, the transition of the NXT brand to where it is now, to that when somebody winning the Royal Rumble has the choice of the champion that they wish to face at WrestleMania, would pick the NXT championship as what they want to win. That's quite a bold statement. But the even bolder statement is that the 23-year-old that holds it, Rhea Ripley, isn't going down without a fight. And if she has to face the 10-time champion, the Queen, to do that, if she has to beat her, one of her idols, then she absolutely will.
You've seen the rise of Rhea firsthand now.
So cold! So cold! My goodness, so cold!
Yo. Trevor, dude. Trevor's lighting it up in here. Thank you so much, Trevor. Trevor's sharing two cold ones with the chat.
NXT is like my mosh pit, but it wasn't always
Trevor.
that way.
Actually, when I started,
thank you,
2 weeks before the first ever Mae Young Classic, man, I was 20 years old, new to everything, terrified.
What do you mean, Dudley? You're gonna.
But I knew
Dudley
that this
says
is
got
something
some
that I
news for us.
wanted
Sorry, Dudley,
since
what is
being a little child.
People
There's
might
a
have
whole new
heard.
world, pretty much.
People might have heard
I
what,
was a
Dudley?
big fish in a little pond over in Australia.
People might have heard
and
what?
Now I was a little fish
Dudley,
in a big pond.
what?
Being so young and coming from Australia, which the wrestling scene wasn't huge at
Dudley,
the time,
okay,
to be able
look,
to be a part of the first
camera's
ever
that
Mae
way,
Young
okay?
Classic
It's like
and get
right
my
here, right in
name
front
out
of you.
there and get Australia out there was an incredible thing.
So impressive.
Okay. He says you guys might have heard about the Exalted One, Brody Lee.
The only problem
But have you
was
heard
I
of the
wanted to please
Exalted,
everyone,
the
but by
Salted
pleasing
One,
everyone, I lost who I was.
Dudley
so then I
Lee?
started getting compared to
Oh
people
my
like
goodness,
Charlotte,
the
people
reveal,
like Tony Storm,
the
people like
Salted
even
One.
Lana, just because I had the long blonde hair and I was just
No,
coming
nobody,
out, I was
nobody
smiling, I
suspected
was
a thing,
doing my
Dudley.
job,
You're right.
And I wasn't me.
Nobody
so
suspected
going
a
into
thing.
the second Mae Young Classic, I was like, you know what, screw this. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna wear what I want. I'm gonna smile when I want.
We heard so much about Rhea last year and how she was the youngest competitor, but I'd say she's done a lot
The
of growing up
Salted
this
One
year.
is here.
She's really found herself and found her groove.
She's really a dark horse pick in this.
You guys, you're scared. I know you're scared. Yeah, they're scared, dude. They're scared. I knew it would. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. He says the Salted One will return. No, not salty. The salted. Salted One. The salty one. No, that would be me. I'm the salty one. He's the salted one. The reveal. Dudley Lee. He's been the salted one this whole time, and you guys didn't know. You didn't even know about it. The salted one. The salted one has arrived, guys. You never knew it. You never suspected a thing. Yeah, I liked your jacket. Yeah, I liked your jacket. Your hood was cool. Now you just got to work on you got to have a crew and stuff. Yeah, that way people get beat up and you're the distraction or whatever. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Venom, what's up, dude? The salted one. Skull Crusher, welcome back. Apparently this 6-man tag match is gonna be the whole entire ending here. I don't know if that's correct. Now they're showing the rise of Rhea Ripley, where she came from, her time in NXT UK, just her becoming the champion. Yeah, this NXT is I wouldn't even call it an episode of NXT. I'd call it the Assaulted One. The Assaulted One. Yeah, that's me. That's who I am. He's always spearing me and stuff. What's up? So, yeah,
Cody
man
Rhodes.
tag is still going on.
Ortiz was not tagged in. Well, Cody.
No. Oh, the heart of a champion.
Broxa.
Comes through again.
That move, it can be hit out of anywhere the way Cody does it, and he nailed it. Hager's panicking over that, and I don't blame him.
He can't make the cover, though. He can't make the cover.
Some of this acting
Cody
that Ortiz does is so funny.
Kenny Omega, you see
Come
there.
on, Ortiz.
Barking orders.
Vámonos, rápido. Yes.
Boom. There
We
go.
purged for
Hager
Dudley.
Tagged in, and immediately you got nothing. Season Cody. Look at this. Sending him to the ropes. Cody.
I guess people are already trying to follow you, Dudley.
Turn him out over the top rope.
Cody's busting himself.
I mean Dudley Lee.
Here's the opportunity now, Cody.
He says when he wears the jacket, his name is Dudley Lee.
Santana there. Yeah, exactly. Knocked the other
Cody
members
Rhodes
of the
all
Elite
by
off the
himself
apron.
right now, able to take down.
We have 10 seconds to make saves, don't we, Jim?
Yes, you do.
What's his name? Jake Hager.
We've got to take a timeout. Don't go anywhere, folks. This is
Jake,
good.
is Jake Hager not having a UFC match for a long time or something? Or not UFC, but an MMA match for a long time? I wonder why he's wrestling now. Do you guys know? You know why he wasn't wrestling for so long and now why he is? Did he already have his fight or? Ripley is your girl. A lot of people say that. She's got a lot of peeps, I guess. She is good. Definitely good. It's a very very high upside to her. She's a young champion. Seems to have like a great look or a great build. Pull off a lot of different wrestling maneuvers. She's not like a really small wrestler, so she's got that a variety of things that she can do and have believable clashes with people. She seems okay on the promos too. Like she's good, man. Stone Cold Salty Dudley is Stone Cold Salty Dudley is probably what the heck? No eating Dudley. We're your crew. Oh my goodness. The first hit will be whoever you choose. Oh man. What was that? Uh-oh. Brian Bowden, thank you for hosting. Dudley, the camera, Dudley Lee, the camera's this way, like right, look this way. Dudley, you don't have to wear the hood. They know it's you. Dudley, here. All right, there you go. All right, the Salted One is here. They're still right there. They're Dudley. All right. He says, my followers, the first what? The first target. All right. He says, my followers, the first target is very close. Oh, that's ominous. The first target. He says the first target is who? Chris Jericho? John Moxley? Who's going to be the first? Dudley. The first target is very close. You're an animal. You're a wild animal. I hope your jacket got really wrinkled on that.
He's not done. He's not done. Oh, big athletic man. He's been waiting
Tonight's been pretty decent. Yeah, the AEW show has definitely been pretty good.
At his most dangerous.
NXT show, I wouldn't even call it an NXT show. It's like a network special. A network special recap.
No doubt about that.
The tag team, the cohesiveness between the two.
Cody. Chop out Suicide on Ortiz. After what Cody's been through, able to do that.
They're going all out over here.
Watch out. Oh, right to the MJF. He threw right in MJF's face. Look at Big Wardlow.
It shows the professionalism of these guys. The fact that they're able to pull off a match like this with nobody in the crowd except for just. Oh, wait a minute. Wardlow grabbing Cody by the. Grabbing Cody by the throat, but Arn Anderson hit him with the clipboard, and that actually stopped him. I guess that's all it takes.
Who's going to get the advantage? Which team?
Matt was a little overzealous there. Northern Lights.
A clipboard shot from Arn Anderson to the arm of Wardlow was enough to get to make him stop choking Cody.
Shades of Three Amigos.
The locomotion Northern Lights suplex. No, Matt tosses Santana away. Oh, he's got it. No way. No way. It's not going to work. It's a little bit, believe it or not.
Jackson putting a bunch of suplexes on people.
They're on the same page.
Hager taken down by two men.
Come on, Knox.
Is the implosion going to happen here?
Oh, it looks like the Elite might be on the same page.
What is this going to be? One of the double team fancy pants moves? He ain't no Nick Jackson.
He's calling for the Indie Taker.
He ain't no Nick Jackson.
Hangman springing up.
Green minty flavored milkshake dessert called Shamrock Shake for you. Oh, Dudley, they want to give you a milkshake. Wow, the Inner Circle wins. Went off of a roll up. After all that, they went off of a roll up. Inner Circle wins. After all that, they went off of a roll up. Like a 24, 25-minute match turns into a roll-up at the end. And they pin Matt Jackson with it, too. What a strange outcome. I mean, I'm not against Inner Circle winning at all. It's just what a weird way to win. Highly weird. Highly strange ending right there. If that's even the ending. Looks like they still got some time. AEW. AEW. See what we got. Yep, Inner Circle wins. Pull off the pin on Matt. Of all people to get pinned, I wouldn't think it would be Matt, especially not after the angle that they just did with his brother. You would think he'd be the one that's like mad about the loss more than anybody or something like that. I guess. Halo, what's up, dude? And NXT is still talking about Charlotte and Rhea Ripley. I am very much looking forward to how they handle that match, how they make Rhea look presentable, what Charlotte is willing to do here. You think Charlotte's going to take the loss? I don't know about that. Yep, Halo Bro in the house. What a great show. That was pretty good. Pretty good. Kind of well thrown together. You could tell some of it was thrown together, but pretty well done. Some strange outcomes. I mean, I like the outcomes themselves. Just the way that they got to them were kind of strange. The ending of the Jurassic Express match was odd. The ending of the win for Sheeta was weird. She hits what looks like should be the end. The what's her name? Penelope Ford kicks out, and then Sheeta just pins her like a second later. It's like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do the kick out? You just made it look like a weaker finish. And then on top of that, the Inner Circle winning after like a 25-minute match versus the Elite, and they win with a roll-up on Matt Jackson. Very, very odd. You don't stand a chance, man. Jericho is talking trash right now about the Elite. Yeah, they do have a mystery partner, I guess, that's coming to Blood and Guts. Dang, dude, I can't get this to play. You don't stand a chance, man. That's what Jericho said.
We've dominated the AEW. We've dominated the Elite. And when it comes time...
Oh my goodness, man. Come on. Now I'm having the buffering. The buffering is happening to me now. Deztroix in the house. What's up, Deztroix?
And the funny thing is, my favorite part, is if there was...
drone? Oh my goodness, dude. There's the drone. What could this drone mean?
Wait a minute.
Well, what do we have here, Chris?
What is this? There's a drone. What could that mean?
Beach.
It's a UFO.
The Elite isn't outnumbered, Chris. That's right. It's not just.
Uh-oh. The Elite is not outnumbered. They have a drone. They have Skynet on their side, guys. Come on, buffering.
Matt Hardy!
Matt Hardy is here. Matt Hardy is here.
Cow! Matt Hardy in AEW! And Matt Hardy backing up the Elite!
Matt Hardy is one of the Elite? The Elite? Now he's with the Elite. Matt Hardy is, I guess, joining the Elite. Looks like he's wearing the same gear they made for him in the WWE. Jericho's looking on and just with the look on his face like, yes, I know of this guy. This is gonna be a problem. Wow, so Matt Hardy is here, guys. And they go off the air with him doing the delete chant. Or maybe it's the elite chant. Maybe it's elite. Elite. Wow. So he is the special guest or the mystery partner. That's why they took out Nick Jackson. So he'll be their partner at Blood and Guts? That is going to be crazy. He is the real broken gimmick. We'll see, man. We'll see. He was doing that same thing in WWE. We'll see how he actually how they pull it off, what they let him do. Matt Hardy is here, guys, and that's the way they go off the air. Man, goodness gracious. I would do a episode of Grapple Chat, but I don't think it's necessary tonight. I really don't. I think that NXT handed in a show that could have just been something on the network. It was not an actual episode of NXT. I appreciate Triple H and them coming out and narrating for 10 minutes or whatever they did, but that ain't gonna get them a point. But I think AEW definitely pulled off what could be considered a point-worthy show. Good wrestling. They kept the action coming. They kept the storylines. 2 incredible reveals. I mean, that's all cylinders, full gear. It's done with. It's over with, dude. I don't think there's any reason to even have the show. It's just the 7-7. It's a tie now. Good job, AEW. Good job. I don't know what happened with I don't know what happened with NXT. I don't know what logistic problems they had. I don't know what caused the complete collapse of having any sort of match emanate from Full Sail. Maybe they had like I don't want to think about that, but maybe something happened where they had a positive result in the building or something and they had to clear out. I don't know, man. I have no idea what happened, but just the utter lack of actual live wrestling and the just the like recaps of stuff. I could see the way that Raw and SmackDown did it, where they took up some of the time by replaying a match that was influential or that has started things getting on the road to WrestleMania or is giving us the feuds we're about to have. That's okay because they did it just like once a show and still filled up the rest of it with matches. But just a full-on show of just recap stuff ain't gonna cut it, man. Sorry. Who knows now that PC will have Mania? Yeah, who knows, dude? They might be just making sure nothing bad can happen, so they're trying to figure out where else to have it. And honestly, I'd rather them sacrifice an episode of NXT than sacrifice, a day of WrestleMania because something happens or because they're not prepared. So it's fine. I don't know why. I don't know the actual reason. So I'm just saying what I think it could be and why I personally would not have a episode of NXT with any wrestling on it, with any live wrestling. So, I mean, none of this is what's really happening, but it's just my speculation. But yeah, if you're gonna sacrifice anything, sacrifice an episode of NXT. Matt Hardy's theme sound like "Welcome to the Hall of Fame"? It did kind of sound like that a little bit. It sounded familiar. Oh man, wow! So they revealed that both Matt Hardy and Brody Lee are AEW, at least for now. I'm so glad it wasn't Boom Boom Cabana, dude. I'm so glad it was not Colt Cabana, because as soon as they were like, "Oh, the Elite's gonna have a mystery partner," I was like, "Oh no, dude. Who else would there be? Who else could there be?" You know? I was like, "Please no, please, please, please." That's why I didn't even say it. I didn't even want to like speak it into possible reality. Nope, nope, nope. Pick up your game next Wednesday, please. Yeah, NXT. Don't do this again. Don't do this again. This was not a good one. It might be the first time this season that we see AEW with a full lead on NXT. Right now it's tied up. That's crazy, dude. That's absolutely crazy. So, the people on the YouTube, thank you so much for joining. We saw a very good episode of AEW. Empty arena AEW, but they still found a way to still have kind of a crowd there. With the superstars, the reveals were cool. They had some fun promo packages. They also had the wrestling was good. I don't know, man. It's just some of the outcomes were kind of janky the way they got to them. Not that the outcome itself was bad, but just the like final couple minutes of the matches could have been tighter. But hey, they did a really good job. So, thank you, YouTube crowd. If you'd like to continue hanging out with us, come on over to the Twitch channel or the Mixer, because that's where we'll be live for the remainder of this evening's festivities. Thank you so much for all the thumbs up on the YouTube channel, guys. If you have already left one, thank you so much. If you have not already left one, please take a second, leave a thumbs up on the way out, and I will catch you guys later. Twitch and Mixer, we're still going to be online. I'm just going offline on the YouTube channel. So I'll see you guys in just a few minutes, Twitch and Mixer. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. And Trevor, thank you very much for all the super chats and such, dude. I definitely enjoyed it. I appreciate it a lot. Catch you guys later.